in trouble right now. Coming up, I mean, you heard us talking. It's the new year. He happened to be in studio. My nephew got a lot to say about stuff like this. And I asked Tori ahead of time, so you mind if he joins us for the last block of the show? Excited. She's like, I don't mind, she ain't scared.
I'm excited.
If she ain't scared, how the hell am I gonna be? You heard her, she's excited.
I'm excited, he's my cousin.
Oh,
he's my cousin.
Oh.
Okay, he's my cousin.
He's got you hoodwinked already. Damn, damn. My nephew Josh up next. Don't go away. Everyone right now needs to stop what they're doing and listen up and listen good. With all the big-time sports action that's happening each and every day, NFL games, NBA games, and the college football playoffs, the Stephen A. Smith Show wants to make sure you are taking advantage of all of it. That's why we partnered with Prize Picks, the largest fantasy sports platform in all the land, to help you cash in on all your sports knowledge. You see, Prize Picks is a daily fantasy app where you pick 2 or more of your favorite players and then you select more or less on their projected stats for the game. Choose from any of your favorite players, Saquon Barkley, Jaylen Brown, and Steph Curry, all in the same entry. Then sit back, watch, and chill. The list is endless, y'all. And now with Prize Picks Flex Friday option, you can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. That's right, every Friday, just look for the protected play. So win or your cash back. And get this, Prize Picks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account during this sports season. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on Prize Picks. So download the app today and use code SAS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, download the app and use code SAS to get $50 instantly after your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Welcome back to the Stephen A. Smith Show right here over the digital airways with YouTube and, of course, iHeartRadio. Before I get to my next additional guest, once again, I want to thank Tori Cooper for being on the show with us. She is a bit overdressed, but it's a perfectly logical explanation. She usually was watching how I'm dressed and she was working and came straight here to see me, all of this other stuff. But don't worry about it. Here's the deal. I wanted to move on and talk about various other subjects, but my nephew was in the house, and you know, I'm not gonna call him a knucklehead because I love him, and he's not. I just love messing with him. But I don't mind calling him a knucklehead because he's always taking my stuff. Tori, the man sitting next to you, my nephew Josh. Do y'all have footage of the last time he was on this show, please? Could you show a split screen of him now compared to them? Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's a different pair of shades. He keeps stealing my shades. And then he doesn't consider it stealing because he believed that whatever is mine is his. It's ridiculous. And oh, by the way, you were lying about being this Knicks fan. Why are you wearing a Spurs jacket if you don't see me wearing another team's jacket?
Well, since you mentioned the jacket, let me take it off because I got merch. And I was, rich hitty.
It's lit. It's lit.
It's lit. I don't
and
like this.
And it's we rich.
He's not rich.
Okay.
Huh?
He's not rich.
I'm not. Say it with me. We are.
Rich. We rich. Okay, wait.
Let me give you some perspective because I don't want to just make it seem like I'm this loser.
Oh my God.
Let me show you how I earned my check.
Okay.
So, growing up, Stephen A. would call me. He's 2 levels upstairs. He's all the way at the top.
Hold on. Don't ever call me Stephen A. What's my name?
What's your name?
Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steven.
Don't be disrespectful. I will whip your ass.
I'm telling you right now, employee and employer.
I'm always
right now.
Uncle Steve.
Oh, so
with my daughters, what do I say? Daddy. One name. You understand what I'm saying? With you, it's Uncle Steve. Don't ever flip up on me.
So then we are rich.
No. Uncle Steve.
We rich.
I got plenty of uncles that have money.
We
They
rich.
didn't give me any.
They didn't have it like us. Us. Emphasize. But let me get back to my story.
Okay.
Oh,
so he's 2 levels up, like it's a castle or something. I'm in the basement, the cellar. He'll call me all the way upstairs. Can you pass me the cup? Where's the cup? The cup's right there.
That's a lie.
No, it's not a lie.
He is lying. He is lying. My nephew. Tori.
Why does it feel like I can see you doing that?
Tori, he knows good and
You
damn
doing it
well.
to mess with him?
No, that's a lie. That's what my mother, his grandmother, did to me.
Okay.
And then ultimately to him. Stay there, got in the house, and we went from outside and we went all the way up to, yes, Mom, what's going on? Turn off the light. and it's 3 feet away. My mother would do something. So he's biting off of that to try to act like I did it when he knows that is not true. And here's the proof. Grandma would have never allowed that. That's a lie.
Did you do this to create a storyline?
No.
Yes.
No?
Listen,
You promise?
I promise.
Okay, wow, it's a promise.
Your promises mean
So
nothing.
he's a liar.
I don't get
Of
no
course,
credit up
he
here.
will. I won't call him a liar.
Well, he's
I
a
won't call him a
liar.
liar.
Just lock me up.
liar.
You listening to him.
He will embellish.
Okay.
And he will take his uncle's stuff to go. Would you mind telling her the story about how you would call me and I wouldn't answer the phone, but you'd let the voicemail be heard by ladies? You'll bring that up?
Oh, I did my homework. I thoroughly remember that part. But it got you through the door, right?
when I was
In big
young.
places,
Yeah,
right?
when I was
But
young, I used to
hey,
do stuff like that.
family.
Hold it.
Family.
Hold on. That
Family?
is very inconsistent, Tori.
With what?
With what you just finished talking about in terms of the need for men to be honest. You got this kid here, and now you're saying to him, it got you in the door, didn't it? It got
It
you in the door, didn't
did.
it? What, excuse me.
So wait, where am I deferring from a previous
Are
argument?
you fine with a man being deceitful to get in the door?
Is that deceitful or
not
is that a
deceitful.
fact that you are a
Are you
family
my
member?
uncle?
I'm a family member,
Okay,
but he
so
was
there's
lying
no
about
deceit.
what happened.
There's no
What
deceit.
happened?
Like,
We ripped.
where's the deceit? Where's the deceit? He called, he said, my uncle is right here. You gonna believe me or what's up?
I got these glasses.
But I'm just wondering.
Can we move on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Before
Let's
we
move on.
move
Let's
on
move
to
on.
a couple of these other subjects, let's talk about for a second, before I move on away from sports, you wanted to comment about Jimmy Butler. What possible problem could you have with what I had to say about Jimmy Butler?
I heard Jimmy Butler say he needs to find a joy in basketball. How much you make this year?
49.
49 million.
He's gonna make 52 next season.
Well, give me the money. I'll find the joy. You can't find joy in 49 million?
Well, is it just about the
true.
money?
When is,
Is it just
Cool,
about
man.
the money?
But after you've already had that, right?
Can I tell
You've
you a
already had
little
that.
secret? A little secret.
Yeah, tell
I
me.
mean, see, if we were really rich, you would know this.
Oh, yeah.
But since we are not really rich, allow me to help you out here. Do you know that when you think about the money, you think about it during contract negotiations? You think about it when you know that it's supposed to be in your bank account. Once you can take for granted that it's going to be there, do you know that you really never think about your money? Because you already know you've achieved it. So why he's not lying, what he's saying is, I know I got the money, I earned it. This is what I brought to the table. They gave me the contract, commiserate with my talents. Cool. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm unhappy right now when you got me standing in a corner, when you giving the ball more to some dude named Haywood Highsmith than you are with me, or letting Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo do whatever they want at my expense, and you not prioritizing getting me the ball and involving the offense around me. You trying to tell me that Jimmy Butler don't have a case in that?
I'm trying to tell you that if it was Kawhi or somebody like that y'all didn't like personally, y'all would have a different attitude.
I don't dislike Kawhi Leonard. I just like the fact that he's never available, but he's always available to get a contract extension and every perk that comes with it.
Right.
That's what I dislike about Kawhi Leonard.
And, well, Jimmy Butler to me, he shows up in the playoffs and stuff like that, but you make $50 million. You complaining about your role on the floor, you standing in the corner. What about Steph Curry, who shot 8 for 8 from 3 last night, the GOAT?
Okay, he is the greatest shooter God has ever created.
Greatest player.
Okay.
And the lineup that he plays with, you don't hear him ever complaining. You don't hear him ever trying to demand a trade or demand players to his team. Like that. He kind of works with what he has.
But at what point is it about not only your mental health, because again, to your Uncle Steven's point, he already knows the money's coming. He's already done it. It's in his bank account. We're good. Now he has a moment to leverage his own power. So, you know, what about that? Not only his mental health, obviously he wants to win championship. He doesn't see it happening with the current players around him. So at what point does he exercise his right to maybe push into that and get a better spot and environment for him to shine as a
Answer
star?
that question, nephew.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Knicks fan, so what's going on with the Miami Heat doesn't really interest me like that, but to demand a trade when you're making $48 million and you're the guy in your team, y'all giving him excuses now. This is not the same Stephen A. that judges certain other players. I ain't gonna, pin us against nobody because we rich and we're
Well,
a
listen,
team.
I will say this to you.
Okay.
I get where you're coming from. You're wrong. No surprise there. But I do get where you're coming from. I would normally be harder. I've known Jimmy Butler for years, and I know what his mentality is like. And I watched the Miami Heat get blown out last night by the Indiana Pacers, and I saw him standing in the corner. And I know that's not because of him. That's because of the offense that's being called. And I've seen this on numerous occasions this season. And so if you're not actively involving him in the fabric of the offense, you're going to get an attitude from Jimmy Butler. Everybody knows that. And so that's where I'm at with it. But let me transition to the whole Chad Ochocinco thing. I'll get into the open relationships in just a second. Josh, what did you have to say about Chad Ocho? I'm scared to ask. But what did you have to say about it?
It's not so much a comment, it's more a question, like, what did he say wrong?
It's not about what's wrong. It's why not say, like, why just be quiet?
He's a podcaster, though.
Yeah, but this wasn't even that moment. It wasn't like he had his shades on and was on the podcast. It wasn't that. It was, look at me, I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. She left me in my season. But look, you're in your season all day. We understand that. You're a king, like, you do great. But right now, it's giving, you aren't keeping things private. You feel like you need attention right now from the world. And also, it's also giving, I may have you go to my TikTok right now and check out my skincare routine because I'm beautiful and I'm in my season. So, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why couldn't we just let it go?
When y'all find y'all glory in a negative situation, it's woman power and stuff like that.
I didn't say that, though. You saw where I stood. I said, why are we posting screenshots of text messages? Why are we not letting our men be the men that they were in our lives? At some point you were friends. That's my deal. It's at some point you were friends. And why can't you just remember that?
And remember that and respect one another enough to keep your stuff private.
That part.
I agree.
You agree?
Okay, you agree.
What?
Oh.
I ain't about to argue with two of y'all. Y'all know what y'all did. Y'all put me on the outside of the couch. I don't got no tea. Y'all agreeing with each other. It's 2 against 1. It's all right. The comments is gonna.
It's
y'all
good
know
tea.
what to do.
It's
So
good tea.
you know what? When do you ever want tea? See, that's the BS right there. You usually drink
Nobody
some
even
soda or
asked,
whatever.
though.
You don't even want the
I'm
tea.
not saying I wanted it, but nobody
But
asked.
that's Sumatra. That's on Sumatra right there. Sumatra didn't ask.
Soda, water. I'm over here. Parsh.
Posh. You know good and damn well your mother would have told you to get your own damn tea. Let me move on to this last subject. Before we get to the callers, because we got some callers on the line that want to holler at us. What were your thoughts about the whole open dating issue, Josh?
It's not an issue.
It's not an issue at
Open
all?
dating is not an issue. You's a supporter of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just listening. I'm just listening. I just,
What you
I'm
giving
learning.
her a pound for?
I'm learning about it.
She agrees with me.
I'm
She
learning
wants to see
about
my
it.
videos.
I didn't
Yeah.
get the impression that you agreed with him.
Look, whoa, wait. Okay, here, hold on. I'm in the middle. Okay, we're not gonna do that. But what we are gonna say, look, I understand this is. I was bringing you up to speed that this topic is out there. This is happening. This is women want this. This is not just
Women.
men. Women are doing this too. I just wanted to get your take
I
on
haven't
it.
encountered any woman that has expressed that desire. I haven't encountered that.
Okay.
Usually they want monopolization.
Monopolization?
They want you all to themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of them.
There you go.
I'm one of
Oh,
them.
y'all talking about open dating, like the woman
Yes.
open
What
to
did
be
you think
dating
we were
too?
talking
Yeah, it's not just men.
I ain't
See, look at that. Look at that. Okay, see? So when a woman asks, you ain't about it. See?
No, and the reason why is because we buy our way into being able to do. So when we,
Because you rich. So you
even
buy
when we not rich though, when you go on a date with somebody, doesn't he have to pay first?
Yeah.
No matter where you work, right? Even if you have a great job and you could afford it.
Wait,
he
is
has
it,
to
wait,
pay
wait,
first?
hold on. Is it like this, you asked me out on a date? Or is it like, hey, we're just meeting up, get to know each other for a moment? Like it's not an established, like this is
Either
a date.
or, what if you hungry?
No, I'm just saying, like,
If you like
I want to
somebody-
know, Josh, are you saying that this is like, if you ask me out on a real date,
To go eat.
then yes, you're gonna pay.
I'm gonna eat and you gonna eat too.
Yeah, and you're gonna pay.
I'm gonna pay?
Because you're rich.
No matter where you work, I'm gonna pay.
Yeah, because it's principle. What if what if it's a burrito? What if, you know what I mean? No, because here's the thing. It's not about the expectation, okay? Because I'm not gonna expect it. Because I'm always gonna come prepared to pay for myself no matter what. But I'm gonna test you and let's see if he offers.
Why you testing me?
Because it's
All right, so-
parameters. I gotta see where you're at.
So this is where I'm at with it, and you're gonna agree with
You
this.
got your own test, don't you? You just sat up here and told us all that you have a series of tests that you have.
I'm not disagreeing with
Okay,
you.
okay,
I'm
okay.
looking at him.
Okay, so yeah. So I'm gonna show up ready to pay though, period.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
And I'm not
All right,
gonna be entitled, but I'm gonna see how you move.
So
Okay.
what about us testing you? So me, since I'm,
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Since we're financially stable.
Okay.
When you take us when we go
Financially
out
stable.
when we go out on a first date, it's usually so the guy can prove like, oh, he has something. He's paying for me to go out. We're gonna eat together.
Is it?
But with me, why should I let you in on our rich life? You gotta show me why. So when we go out, you gotta pay.
Wow. Wow, that's where we're at. You should want to pay for my tacos.
Huh?
You should want to pay for my tacos.
Tacos?
Yeah, tacos are great.
Yeah,
If it's
tacos is good.
But what if it's just tacos? Like, what
I
if
can
it's
do that.
not something elaborate? Like, what if we're just going to tacos? Like, you're not
It could be
always.
tacos.
Yeah, like
Steak
how?
and
So
stuff
here's
like
my thing.
that?
Why can't you downgrade the date? Why has it got to be so much like, yo, we're going to the Five Seasons or the Ritz Carlton?
Grandma
Like, downgrade the date.
Grandma is turning over in her grave.
What she is now.
But would you
Taco is fine, but steak, nah.
Nah, you know, grandma.
Where do you get this from?
She was pro-save, and she raised me in the second half of her. Yeah.
You gotta go to the calls. I can't. I gotta hurry up, get out of here. I can't have America listening to him.
She got
but
the
so
early
much
side
longer.
of grandma. That was
Let's
my
go to
name.
Caleb in Rochester, New York. You're with Stephen A. along with my dear friend Tori, and of course my nephew Josh. Go ahead.
How you doing, Stephen A?
What's up, bro? Go ahead, talk to me, man.
I got a relationship question for you.
Go ahead, I'm here.
All right, so I'm on the East Coast, New York, right?
Yes.
I've been talking with this girl, West Coast,
Okay.
Washington.
Okay. It's a
That's
long
pretty
way.
far.
That's 6 hours. Yes. Go ahead.
That's far.
That's 6 hours.
You think we could work out? You
Hell.
think that could work?
Hell no.
Come
Hell
on.
no. Hell no. Listen, long distance. The only way that long distance works is if she doesn't care that much about being with you,
Okay.
and vice versa. If you really, really want each other, then it becomes painful to be apart, which builds frustration. Frustration, ultimately, animosity isn't far behind, and eventually, the heart, absence makes the heart grow fonder, but too much absence makes the heart wander. It's just that simple. I don't understand why are you looking at me like that, Tori?
Because I'm in a long distance relationship.
Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm in a long distance
Time
relationship.
out. Atlanta,
Yeah.
New York.
Right. It's
That's
not the
2
same.
hours.
It's not the same distance. It's not the same distance.
Okay, that is not the
It's
same
not the
thing.
same
It is the same
distance,
thing.
but it still is like when you go from having your partner in a certain place, the same place as you, and then you go to a different spot for a little bit. It's an adjustment.
But it's just for a little bit.
Right.
It ain't
See, and that's what I was
permanently.
gonna say. I was letting you finish with our beautiful and awesome
Yeah,
caller
Caleb.
here. What's Caleb? Thank
Yep.
you, Caleb. Look, there has to be an end in sight to the long distance. Otherwise, no.
Otherwise, Stephen is right.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very
Yep,
much.
yep.
Go ahead, Josh. I'm scared to hear the answer, but go ahead.
The only way that it's gonna work is that if the relationship is what we just spoke about, open. Open too.
What's the difference between open and open?
Right. Like what
Open
is
is what we explained. She could be in on the openness too. Just open is when men is like,
open.
yeah, open.
Caleb, does that answer your question?
Yeah, that answers it. Thank you, man. I love the insight.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Toby in Maryland, you're live with Stephen A. and his crew. What's going on, man?
Hi, I'm
Hey,
calling from
Toby.
Maryland.
How you doing, Toby?
Hi.
How's everything? It's female. Go ahead.
I'm good. I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, how do you feel about the youngest son and the only daughter dynamic, the relationship dynamic?
Youngest son, oldest daughter,
Only daughter.
only daughter.
Girl.
Oh,
Only daughter, only girl.
let me say this to you. That's a problem. That's a problem. Let me explain why. I thought originally you had said the oldest daughter. See, the oldest daughter is usually associated with the matriarch of the family. So she's nurturing everybody. She's raising us like Aunt Linda, stuff like that. You're raising us up. You see what I'm saying? So she's used to being a nurturer and to some degree in control.
Right.
The youngest is the baby. So they're used to being nurtured and used to being babied, so it works. But if he is the youngest and she's the only, both are used to being spoiled. And usually there's one with slippage, because no matter how much spoiling you do, one or the other usually requires more than what they're getting.
Who?
And in most situations, I would tell you it's the girl, it's the only child.
Only child. Yeah.
It's the only child.
the only child.
The only child which is the girl in this particular instance, she's accustomed, because she don't have to share. See, you the youngest, you might be spoiled, but you still understand that there's certain stuff that's doled out for everybody else. When you the only, you don't have to share. Everything was yours. So because of that, oh hell no, that's a bad situation, Toby. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I mean, that's a bad situation. Go ahead.
Toby, are you in this relationship right now? Are you the
Yes,
only child?
I'm in this relationship. But it's funny. It's not like she's the only child. Get it right? I'm not the only child. I'm the only girl, but I'm the youngest. And the boyfriend, my boyfriend, is the youngest son, but he's not the young. He's the second
Yeah,
to
but
the
you
last
said
son.
only. So see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that's a different thing.
Only girl, like only girl.
Yeah, but still an all. It's still not an only.
Yeah, so you still have
So
to
it's
share.
different.
Yeah,
You got a chance. It's a better chance. You got a better chance.
Definitely a better chance.
That's a better chance.
a better
Josh.
Yeah, it sounds like a good chance.
Sounds like a good chance. So, Toby, you're in a good situation. You're in a good situation because you got a
Thank
chance.
you.
It's accustomed to sharing, and as long as both sides are accustomed to stuff being shared, the requirements lessen to some degree.
If the guy is the youngest, though, you dealing with a Stephen A. I'm let you know that right now.
What's a Stephen A?
You the youngest in the house.
I'm just saying, what's a Stephen A?
The spoiled, go get me this. We just
How am I
about it
spoiled?
all the time. Huh?
How am I spoiled? You know your mother and your aunts. When was I spoiled by them? They slap me upside the head and tell me to go do it myself.
Toby, you got a parent
I was
perspective.
all in love. Like, hey, you know.
It was all.
All in love.
Sensitive.
Thank you,
I'm
Toby.
sorry?
Thank you, Toby. You
Hey,
take
can
it
I
easy.
give a shout out really quick?
Go ahead, real quick.
Shout out to my dad, Patrick, my boyfriend, Olu, and my brother, Toby, with an I. Toby with an I, mine is with a Y.
Got you. No problem.
Thank
Here's your
you.
shout out.
Have a nice
Take it.
day.
Have a nice day. Happy New Year. Matthew, South Carolina. Talk to me and the crew. What's going on?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing
We good.
today?
We here. What's up?
So, let me set the stage for you, Stephen A. Smith. Right? let me set the stage for you, okay? So a couple of years ago, I talked to my boy Steve Harvey, okay, about how to pick up a girl because I was clueless. I didn't know how. He gave me some great advice. I used it. Now I've been married for a few years, okay? And I feel like that we kind of been just doing the same exact thing over and over in the bed. And I want your advice. How do I spice it up in the bedroom, and how do I get like Shannon Sharp?
Well, a couple of things. I have no idea what the hell you mean in terms of how do I get like Shannon Sharp. Let's get that out the way. I have no clue what you're talking about. Secondly, when you talk about spicing it up in the bedroom, I think it's important to ask a certain question. Work with me here, Tori. Work with me here. I think it's important to ask a couple questions. Number one, is she complaining about the lack of spice?
That's a good question.
Matthew, is she complaining about the lack of spice?
I mean, I think...
I mean my ass. I asked you a direct question. You know the answer to that question. What's up with the stuttering rather, and the wiggling your way around? Ask you a direct question. Is she...
I mean, she's not complaining. I'm just saying that I would love to spice it up a little bit more.
Okay, what I'm saying to you is this. If she's not complaining, then you're confident she's satisfied.
I mean, she's satisfied. I'm satisfied.
I said she's satisfied. I said you're confident she's satisfied, correct?
Correct.
Okay, then anything you do that's different is going to help you out. Because it's a deviation, unless it doesn't work. Now, you try something new and it don't work, that would be problematic.
Sounds like he's the one that wants to spice it up.
Yes.
She's good. This has been established in this conversation. That's what I'm getting from you, Matthew. Is that correct? You're the one that wants to spice it up. You're feeling like it's getting predictable.
Exactly.
Okay. So, but keep in mind, this is someone who expects a certain show from you every time. So if you deviate, they're gonna ask where this is coming from. Where is this coming from?
That's true.
Where is this coming from?
Tori, that's
where have you been?
very, very
Did
accurate
you get this
point.
from the internet?
Yes.
Did you get this from testing it out somewhere
Yes.
else? Why are you interested in this? Now I'm gonna call my friend. So you're opening up. I think it's always better to have an open.
Because she's saying...
Open communication first
Matthew,
about
do
it.
you hear what Tori's saying?
Open communication first, okay?
You know what she's saying, right, Matthew? She's saying that
Yeah,
the minute you deviate from the norm, you're gonna raise antennas / suspicions.
Questions.
Where you get this from? What you doing? Who you been doing it with? Where you been? You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. I want to raise the bar
You
to the
can.
next level.
You can, but you got to
feel
talk
me?
about it first, Matthew.
You got to talk about it first.
You got to say, hey, I love you. I just have
Hold on.
something to say.
Why are you looking like that, Josh?
Look at that, because y'all coming down on the call.
We're not coming down
no
on them.
support.
What?
Matthew? Matthew.
Matthew?
What's that?
Look, I thought he hung up.
No, he's it.
They don't understand.
What's that?
They don't understand where you coming from. You tried to break it down 2 different times. It's about him wanting to be better, and y'all still crashing down on him.
No, we support it. We just said
No,
there's
it's
a way to
about
go
him
about
wanting
it.
better.
Wanting better what?
Meaning wanting better. He wants more. He wants more spice.
Yeah.
He just wanted. You said you want to spice it up, right? Mm-hmm. Go watch. Go watch Stephen A's show 2 episodes ago and see what I told y'all to do on Tinder. Meet another one and add it to the bedroom.
Wow. Here we
you
are.
just talk about
Facts.
Yeah, but I said, you know, that's
Matthew,
You said
please.
facts? That's what I'm talking about.
Matthew, don't
please
take this
listen.
advice.
I'ma start
Don't
selling
do it,
advice.
Matthew.
Don't listen to that advice, bro.
Matthew, don't
Matthew,
do it.
don't do it.
Don't do it, Matthew.
You're gonna
You gotta
trust me.
start-
Trust me. You're gonna be ready to want.
Sounds like
You're gonna want to throw a
Yeah,
rock
you're
at
gonna
my
be
nephew.
single pretty soon
Oh
if
my
you do
Lord.
that.
Take it easy, Matthew. Thanks a lot, man. 2 more callers left. Let's go to Kyrie in Maryland. You're live with Stephen A. and the crew. What's going on, Kyrie?
Stephen A, what's good? How you doing? Happy New Year,
Happy
first
New
of
Year.
all.
Talk to me. What's up?
So, we've been watching you on TV for a long time now, right? So I'm quoting your nephew Josh. He said you gotta find someone to be old with you. So my question is, have you don't gotta say the name, we just want a yes or no. And the second part of that question, it's 2025.
I believe I found out.
Stephen
Yes,
A
but go
pop
ahead.
out?
I believe I found out to answer your first question, but go ahead. What's your second question?
Okay. Second question. It's 2025. Can we expect a Stephen A pop out with the person he is being old with, mate?
I have been seen with my lady on several occasions. I just don't advertise. Oh, this is my lady, my lady, my lady. You see us holding hands together, walking in public places, at events and things of that nature. She has been with me. I haven't hid or anything like that. I don't do that. You're either with me or you're not.
Okay, I feel it. So you want to just keep it private?
No, I don't. You know why? Because, God forbid, we break up and we ain't together. You get with somebody else. Oh, that's Stephen A's ex. See, that's the kind of shit I don't like. You understand what I'm saying? Why can't it just be her? Why I got to be? Oh, that's Stephen A's ex. I don't play that stuff.
Though. That's respectable.
I don't. I will treat you with respect, courtesy, or whatever. But once we done, we done. I'm not deferring to you. I'm not referencing you. I'm not pointing out that you used to be with me. I don't want anybody else doing that, et cetera, et cetera. You either with me or you not. That's how
So
I
you
roll.
don't want your name attached to them? Yeah.
If
you
you're
don't
not,
want
unless
your
you're
name
with me.
attached to them if they
Unless
break
you're
up.
with me. Unless you're with me.
Yeah.
I've often said
Okay.
this. I'm not hiding anything. But I've often said this. You'll definitively know who I'm with when she's Mrs. Stephen A. Smith. Why are you advertising?
Okay.
You know how many relationships that have been out there where you walking around and you're advertising this is the person that you with, and then she ends up with somebody else and you in the news because of somebody else's business. Has nothing to do with you because you ain't no longer with the person, but you in the news. I don't want no parts of that. I don't discuss it. I don't debate it. I don't play that nonsense. I can't stand people that get into people's personal business. Of all the years that I've been a reporter, Tori, all the years I've been a reporter, I don't get into people's personal. I got my man Galen over there and Samacha and everything. I don't get into people's personal business. My nephew knows this. If you basketball, football, boxing, whatever, into your stuff, I'm talking about your profession, or if you end up in the police blotters, I have to talk about that. That's a matter of public information. If it's private, it's none of my business. No matter what I've seen or heard, I keep it moving. It's none of my business.
I respect it.
Good with that, Tori?
That's
Well, yeah,
that's
that's
the
all I
best
have for you.
part about you, I would say. That's what I would hope that everyone watching would take that and move like that, because especially the men that are in high places, because you will get so much more respect from the women around you if you move like that.
Amen. What'd you shake your head for?
Because you just started claiming me. They want to know who your girlfriend is. You got a family he don't even really claim yet like that. You got to work your way in with him, right?
Who?
Pass that down there.
No, you're passing
pass
nothing.
it down,
Hell with
pass
him.
it down.
Hell with him.
Don't
No.
leave me hanging.
The girl is not for him. Cole, last caller. Cole in Michigan. You live with Stephen A. What's up, Cole?
Mr. Smith, how's it going, man?
I'm all right. I'm waiting for this show to end because my nephew's getting on my damn nerves, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
He'd be getting on my nerves too if I were you.
See? Don't do it.
Nephew Kinsel, all this stuff. Come on. No, I'm playing.
Thank you guys. All the fun. Go ahead.
For sure. Thank you guys for your time. And congratulations on $1 million, Stephen A.
Thank you, man.
So I called in. I saw your tweet. You're asking about, you were talking about relationship stuff. You wanted questions for that. So my question for you is, and same with Josh. I don't know Josh's background, but, you obviously have.
You don't want to know Josh's background. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Why? What's Josh do?
You don't want to know. Just keep it moving. Go ahead. Make your point.
Okay, so being as successful as you are, traveling as much as you are, how do you keep healthy relationships? How do you manage relationships?
Well, first of all, I don't travel as much as I used to. When I did travel that much, I refrained from having relationships because I know I couldn't be as honorable as I would be compelled to be if I'm traveling 200 plus days out of the year. That's number one. Number two, now that I travel significantly less, it's a lot easier. But I would tell you, listen, nobody's perfect, and we get that. And especially us trifling ass men, sometimes we do the wrong things. That's all true. But there is never an excuse to be emotionally dishonest, to let somebody know how you feel. If you ain't happy, say so. If you're not turned on, say so. If you need more excitement, say so. If somebody is not, the conversations are not as stimulating enough, or the sex ain't working, or, they ain't working hard enough, or they're not supportive of you and your goals, your ambitions, etc. Whatever it may be, there is never an excuse for not letting somebody know how you feel. Because when you let somebody know how you feel, they can deduce what's inevitable if you let them know where you stand. And that is the rule that I've religiously followed. Go ahead, Tori.
Yeah, I would say the exact same thing. You have to communicate, over-communicate. And otherwise, you're not going to have any stability in your relationship. You're not going to know where you stand in your relationship. If you're not, because you're going to pick up on what the person's feeling. And if they don't say it, now you're creating a rift between the two of you. But that's the only way to have a cohesive partnership is through communication.
Josh, I'm going to... Okay,
I'm really starting to believe that I speak for the people that really don't care about their relationship stuff, because what's in it for us?
Who's us?
The men?
Men, because I'm speaking for men. You like in the middle, because, just your friend. And
Yes.
He's doing a good job.
What
but I feel like it's genuine. I feel like it's genuine.
It is genuine. Trust me, it is genuine.
Okay, all right.
I was raised by 5 women. He knows it's genuine.
Me too.
Go ahead.
No,
you weren't. No, you weren't.
In the same house.
Yeah, but no, you weren't. You weren't that. First of all, you weren't in the same house. You was living on 214th Street. Stop that. Okay, that's number one. Number two, grandma shielded you from all of that stuff. All right? And you were around me more than you were around your aunt. So stop it.
I was around you. We'll talk about some of you. Yeah. Listen, he ain't everything he cracking up to be. I'm not understanding. He's the 60-year-old version of me. Maybe in 25 years,
60.
I'll tone it down. But for now,
I'm 57.
When you're in these relationships, I just don't feel like it's much in it for us. We got to pay for everything. If somebody breaks into the house, he ain't going to wake you up and be like, figure that out. That's me in the light of danger.
That's true. I mean, not to laugh about it, but yes.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you are expected to do something about it.
So can y'all answer that for me? Like, what's in it for, and don't give me the corny, she's gonna love you, and no, what's in it for us? Because we know what's in it for y'all. You looking for somebody to pay half the bills, at least, or sometimes all of it, right? That's what you told me in the car the other day. He told me.
I'm not the right person to ask that question, because I pay for my bills. Okay.
Oh, you pay for all your bills?
I pay for all my bills.
With the boyfriend?
With the boyfriend, yeah. We had that tough conversation early on.
Oh,
he said there's no expectation here. There's no entitlement. And I said, look, you still gotta want to buy my tacos.
He's misconstruing my point. His whole thing is that when I talked about paying all the bills, I'm not talking about all of her bills. I'm talking about in my home, in my habitat.
Okay.
I'm living like this. So in other words, I'm not looking for a woman to come along and pay bills where I'm living.
Yeah, no.
Where I live.
Yeah.
This is my and obviously I believe it's going to be upgraded enough where it's going to be up to snuff, and you'll want to be there too. But the point is that I'm going to take care of me, and I'm going to take care of anybody in my habitat. That doesn't mean I'm going to go outside and take care of your stuff. That's not what I said.
So he's missing.
So you see what he said? He pretty much just said it.
Again, he's missing the whole. He's saying in my, me. If you're in a house with your woman, it's our house, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
you move in
right?
together, but sometimes you're not always living together.
No, we're not talking about that. If we living together, you're trying to be funny. If we living together, we splitting the bills.
Oh.
That's it. I'm not even getting a girl that can't help me.
Okay.
Or I'm not gonna get a girl.
Okay, yeah, no, I respect that.
Hell no.
Whoa.
Hell no.
Okay,
Don't pass it. Don't
yeah,
pass
we
it.
still
Stop
go past it.
Stop passing it. Stop it. Listen, I got to get on out of here. He knows it's not. He wasn't raised this way. He was not raised this way. You understand? And this is the thing. And you asked the question. I'll end the show by saying this. Yeah. You asked what's in it for a man, a relationship, marriage, all of that stuff. It depends on the right woman. But if you have the right woman, one that communicates with you, one that takes care of the things you don't want to take care of, that enables you to be positioned to take care of the things that you have to take care of. Now, let me explain. If Uncle Steve is about paying bills, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I want to pay bills so when I come home, I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like cleaning. I don't feel like doing a whole bunch of domesticated household stuff because I have no desire to do that because I've been working all day handling my business. If we have that understanding and she takes care of that, that's a lot that's off my shoulders that I don't have to be concerned about because she handles my business on that personal level. And that enables me to do all the things that I want to do without having to be preoccupied time-wise with a whole bunch of domesticated obligations because I have nobody at home to do that for me. Not to mention the fact that I ain't got to go out and look for nothing that I want in between the sheets because it's right there. So I got all of that going on for me too. You understand? A partner, that does matter.
So this is what you get out of it.
That's what you get out of it.
What's your impression?
Y'all want to know what I got?
Yeah, what do you get out of it?
So everybody.
Please be careful.
I know, right? I
Please be
shouldn't
careful.
even opened up the can of words, right?
Please be careful.
I guess we'll let him say it, right?
So everybody always asks, like, is Stephen A. really your uncle? Because, you know, his hair and this and that. I'm like,
What's wrong with his hair?
my hairline has nothing to do with hereditary.
Oh.
Women did this.
Whoa, I was about to say, because I've only seen you with a hat on. I've only seen you with a hat on until this moment.
Women, I've been bald since I was 22.
So you just had
I'm
to
walking off now.
Wow.
Y'all got me exposing myself. Let me get this mic off.
I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Stephen A. signing off until next time. That's it, y'all.